So only one is a manager. All others are deputy manager. Good. That is the first step towards becoming a boss. Actually, that is a misconception that you become a manager or a deputy manager, or you are managing a group of people or group of activities. You don't become a boss. Then what you become? You don't become a leader also. What you become? That you should understand very clearly. What I am going to tell you is that you become a hostage. Okay, you are not a leader. You should understand. Actually, in true sense, you are a manager, you are a leader, but there is also slight difference between a manager and a leader. But actually, you should think that now you become a hostage. Why you become a hostage? Why I am telling you that why you become a hostage? Because now you are going to manage the people. Manage the people, not only the people below you or who are reporting to you. You are going to manage the people above you, and also peer group. Suppose you are deputy manager in the engine shop, you have to manage the deputy manager in a transmission to room, HR, IR, and also other outside related, maybe like a CI related or something related. All those people, what they will expect from you? To solve their problem, not your problem. Okay, that is most important. So you become a hostage for their problems. If you don't solve their problems, you don't become a good manager. You become an ineffective manager. When you become an ineffective manager, what happens is that you don't become a leader. So it is a very crucial test for you, how you are going to cope up with all those things. So how do you cope up with all those things? First of all, you should now clearly realize that you have gone to a different level in terms of responsibility, in terms of deliverables. So it's not like what you are doing, you are responsible for the results. No. Now it is what others are doing, you are responsible for that result. So how do you do that? You have to develop a good team. All of you will have some people reporting to you. And unfortunately or fortunately, those people are also as brilliant as you are, as qualified as you are. Maybe IQ may be equal to you or better than you. Again, that is the most important thing, is that you should have a team of people who are smarter than you. Okay? This is first step for becoming a successful manager. You should not, actually it is comfortable to have people more dumb than you, less smart than you. But it will not help you in the long run. But you should have people who are smarter than you, that is most important. So how do you manage these people is that, first of all, you communicate to them very clearly. Do not have a hidden agenda. Very clear-cut communication. How you can do clear-cut communication without hidden agenda means you give a bigger picture of this. So I don't know how to give an example. I don't remember, but you can give any technical related. Suppose you want to check the paint thickness. So one way of doing is that you just check the paint thickness. Then otherwise you call your people. Now we have a problem. The paint is spilling off. This paint is spilling off. There may be many reasons: baking problem or paint problem or process problem. But all those things we can find out by checking the paint thickness. So I want you to check the paint thickness on 50 bodies produced on different days. So this is, you are giving a bigger picture. So another way of doing it, hey, check the paint thickness. You will ask, sir, what? I am telling you, check the thickness and tell you. So there is a clear difference. That is, both are communication, but another one is you are giving a bigger picture and communicating it. So this is the way you develop the commitment of the people, or passion of the people who are working for you. Another one is compliance. Compliance means I am the boss, you are my subordinate. So if you do whatever I say, then it is okay for me. Then I will give a A rating or S rating. But if you ask any questions, I will give only C rating. So this will also take you to some distance. But the problem is they will not give you 100%. Almost all the people working for you will give 90%, 92%, 95%, 96%, whether they like you or don't like you. They will give you 96% of the output. But the difference between the good manager and the bad manager is that getting that 4%. This 4% only get it is that develop a good team. And also you should develop a good relationship. Good relationship means when you are communicating properly, when you are giving a bigger picture, you are obviously developing a good relationship. Because you are taking pains to explain to them what is required, what should be done, all those things. These are some of the ways you can manage your people. I always give an example of Dhoni. So, like Dhoni, some 4 or 5 years before he became the captain, when he became the captain, he was managing the people much more talented in terms of records, in terms of ability. He was managing overall Sachin, Dravid, Lakshman, Anil Kumble, and even sometime I think Ganguly. All these people are much more smarter than him. But he was very successful first 3-4 years, correct? Because he himself was learning. All of you should always be learning, that's what I am telling you. He was also seen to be learning by the people under him. And also they were willing to give their best. So in turn he became very successful captain. After he became successful captain, what happened is that he became slightly arrogant. We don't see on the newspaper, but definitely he has become slightly arrogant with respect to the seniors, with respect to Sehwag, with respect to Sachin, with respect to Lakshman. So what happened is that they are not giving their 100%. So the results are what had happened in England or in Australia. He faced the difficulty. So same thing can happen to you also. You may be individually brilliant, individually talented, but if you are not managing the people correctly, you will have a difficulty. So these are some of things relationship related, but in some individual qualities also you should have to become a very effective manager. First is that you should always be seen decisive. Decisive means ability to take decisions. Okay. That decision how you take is also important, but you should take decision. Only when you take decision, then the people respect you. If you dither on taking decision, I will take it, I don't know what my boss will say, all those things, practically it will happen, but you don't have to say that, but you have to be seen taking decision. This is most important for becoming a manager. And also, finally, you give credit for your people. Whatever job, even though 90% is due to your effort, the only 10% is from your team, you should give the credit for that individual or for the team in the presence of your superior. That is important. So my team has done, he has given that suggestion. Not when you are alone. So suppose when you are alone, you say you have done a nice work, this project is successful because of your input, that is okay. But my boss is also there. I am telling you no, because of his suggestion, this project has become successful. Then you become a more respected. So all these small things you remember in your day-to-day operations. Because managing the people is not a talent. It's not like A.R. Rahman or Sachin Tendulkar that you are born with the talent. it is an art, it is a science which you can learn every day and develop on that. How will you learn is that looking at the people or introspecting yourself or getting the feedback from your people. All these things are very important. And finally, you have a good relationship, not only within the factory but outside the factory also. You should meet them on social functions, on their personal functions, family functions, all those kind of relationship. And you said leader and manager. Manager and leader is different. Manager is the person who is managing today. Today's events, today's situations. He is managing the process. And leader is managing the tomorrow. And also he is deciding what the process you are doing today should be same or it should be different. So he is more on future, manager is more on present. But if you manage the present very well only, you can become a leader. So it is a very right step for all of you to become a leader. So all of you should become a leader. Leader means what? Whatever you decide is final. Whatever you say is final. Manager is not so. There are people to question you, to check on you. But leader is the final. Okay, you have something in your mind, you can implement. But when you are a manager, you cannot do. You have to do whether within the system it is acceptable or not. There is definitely a difference between a leader and a manager. But the first step for becoming a good leader is becoming an effective manager. I think all of you have got an excellent opportunity to experiment all your new ideas and also to show that you are a good manager. Because one very good strong point for HMI is that we have a very close communication. We know what is happening. We know who is doing what. So that way if you do something very good means it will be highly appreciated, it will be highly acknowledged. That will lead to your faster growth. So with these things I conclude and I wish you all the best. You will have a very successful managerial career in HMI. Okay, all the best.